So this is an opportunity to show you how you can troubleshoot your speakers. Today with me I have the Microlab 2.1 speaker. Here you can see the model number, it is the M-108, and some other parameters detailed here. The back side has firstly the bass enhancement, then the input and output options, and there is the switch, the mains plugin, and some cautions. These two are the satellite speakers, and we're going to start by checking the continuity between their wires. We can see that they have a single connector with both of the wires in pairs coming in, and then they must be going the ground to this, and left then right, or right then left. So first, how we're going to test it is we're going to bring a multimeter and we're going to set it to the continuity tester or the resistance tester. Then we just insert one onto the negative and then any of the positive and see what's in between. For some reason it is jumping because I have shaky hands. Let's try that again. 4.4. This one is also 4.4. 4.4 or 4.3, both are the same. In this case we can say that these satellite speakers are completely okay. There is nothing wrong with them. Next thing we're going to check, and probably this is where we're going to find the fault. This is a 3.5mm stereo audio cable. This is not manufactured by Microlab. My friend must have lost his cable and he replaced with this. I doubt that this is in good shape. Let's try. To check these stereo audio cables, first we need to know that they're just connected, this with this, this with this, and this with this. So if we check the continuity across, we should get something. So I think you can see, no you can't. Okay, so we're going to test from the ground of this to the ground of this. That's a high resistance. And then the second one, that seems better. And the last one, that is also good enough. So as you can see, these two are connected nicely, even these two are, but the ground connection, it seems to have a high resistance. It should be close or closer to 0. So my guess is if we change this cable, we should get some better sound. Let's further troubleshoot it. I have found one probably insignificant problem, which is that if you listen closely, at the end it kind of there is some friction inside, but the rest is totally okay. I don't think we need to open this, but I am going to open this anyway just to show you. So I have taken out the screws, and they are wood screws, and this is MDF. Now the rest should just come off. There is a heavy transformer here, so I did not take these out. If I had taken this out, the transformer could have fell onto the circuit board. That could have damaged it. Let's try to open it in a different way. Still doesn't come out. And there it is. Here we can see the internals, the mains line, AC in goes to the switch, and then there is this transformer. This is a 11 volt 1 amps transformer rated for mains 60 Hz. The transformer looks nice. It is even mounted on a proper I think this is for absorbing some sound. Here we can see the circuit board, and my guess is it's a dual amplifier. I cannot see the IC because it is under a heat sink, sorry. What else is inside? There is our faulty volume knob, and there is the subwoofer. Here is something weird. This plastic, if I just pull it, it comes out. There is no adhesive, nothing. So you can actually put it upside down and then plug it in. Weird. So upon closer inspection, I found that some of these capacitors are puffed. It means there is something wrong with them. Remember, when you see puffed capacitors, this one is not puffed because this is the main tank capacitor, but the ones that are with the amplifiers, which are used to stabilize the output, they have puffed, and that means there could be other bad capacitors that have no physical indication. So I think I will have to troubleshoot this. And usually in speakers, the first thing that may go out is the capacitor, the capacitors, and the IC usually doesn't fail unless you're doing something really wrong with it. Sometimes the satellite speaker drivers, the electromagnet inside, that thing can also die if you are at very loud volume for continuous day and night. So those are 470 micro 16 volts. I have some of them, but I do not have an LCR meter, so I won't be able to measure the equivalent series resistance of the capacitors. In that case, I just have to maybe replace all of them, or just for now the puffed ones. Okay then, this is Neoduino Vlogs signing out. Hope to see you in my next videos.